Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's tutorial, I will teach you how to make a shoulder pleated cowl bubu. Hi, my name is Ayo and welcome to 011 Clothings Tutorials. On this channel, I upload DIYs, pattern drafting and sewing tutorials. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do so. And do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. So now, let's get right into the tutorial. Thank you! I'll be working with the following items: a pair of scissors, tape measure, pins, water erasable fabric pencil, some interfacing, 4 yards of damask fabric or any fabric of your choice. I'll be working with the following measurements: shoulder 16 inches, shoulder to knee 42 inches, hip circumference 43 inches, full length of dress 60 inches. I have here my damask fabric, which I've already folded into 2 layers, selvage to selvage. I will now fold it into 2 layers again, like this, making it a total of 4 layers of fabric. Both the front and the back will be cut together. I will now draw a horizontal starting line about 1 inch from the top edge of the fabric, like this. My shoulder to knee line measurement is 43 inches. So I will measure and mark 43 inches like this from the upper starting line downwards. From the 43-inch point, I will go up by 4 inches like this. I will draw a horizontal line across. This is the knee line. I should have secured the fabric layers together with my pins before now, so I'll go ahead and secure the layers of fabric together with my pins, like this. The full of the dress that I'm working with is 60 inches. So I will measure and mark 60 inches like this. I will add 2 inches extra for the seam allowance. I will draw a horizontal line across, and this is the hem of the dress. Next, I will divide the shoulder to shoulder measurement by 2, and this is 16 inches divided by 2, and this is equal to 8 inches. So on the starting line, I will measure and mark 8 inches like this. Next, I will measure and mark 3 inches by 1 inch for the back neckline. Using a French curve, I will draw the back neckline curve like this. For the front neck depth, I will use a value of 9 inches. The front neck width remains the same with the back, which is 3 inches. From the 9-inch point, I will go in by 1 inch, and I will draw a short horizontal line. I will now connect the 2 points together like this. I'll connect the 1 inch straight down to the hem of the dress like this. This is where the shoulder line ends. From the point where the shoulder line ends, I will measure and mark 6 inches for the shoulder pleat. From the point where the shoulder pleat ends, I will measure and mark 12 inches for the sleeve length. I will now add extra 2 inches to this for the seam allowance. Then I will measure and mark 9 inches downwards from the end of the sleeve for the sleeve opening. But before doing this, I will measure and mark 1 inch downwards at the end of the sleeve for the shoulder slope. I will now connect the 1 inch to the neck point like this. I will use a ruler for this. Now I can measure the 9 inches downwards for the sleeve opening like this, and I will draw a vertical line downwards like this. From the 9 inch point, I will go in by 3 inches. I will draw a short horizontal line like this. Next, I will calculate my hip circumference divided by 4 plus 4 inches for ease and seam allowance. And this is 43 divided by 4 plus 4, and this is equal to 14.75 inches. So on the knee line, I will measure and mark 14.75 inches. I will start the measurement from the folded edge of the fabric. At the hem, I will also measure and mark 14.75 inches like this, starting from the folded edge of the fabric. I will now connect these 2 points together with my ruler like this. I will also connect these 2 points together like this with a curve. I will use my free hand to do the connection like this. I will now cut it out. I will cut the back neckline first. I will later cut out the front neckline after separating the back piece from the front piece. At this point, I realized that I did not add the 1 inch seam allowance at the end of the sleeve opening. So I'll go ahead and add it now before it is too late. Then I will continue with the cutting like this. So now I'm done with the cutting. I will notch the positions of the shoulder pleat like this. I will separate the front piece from the back piece while at the same time securing the center front of the front piece with my pins. I will set aside the back piece for now. I will now cut out the front at the center front from the hem to the neckline like this, following the guideline that I've already drawn on the fabric. So now we have two pieces for the front. This is the back piece, which is a single piece. The right side of the fabric is facing up. I will now place the front pieces on top of the back piece like this, right side to right side. I will pin the shoulders in place. After pinning, I will take it to my sewing machine and I will stitch it in place using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. I will do the same thing for this other side as well. So now the stitching has been done. As you can see, I've joined the front and the back shoulder lines together. This is the position of the shoulder pleat. As you can see, I have fused interfacing to the wrong sides. The interfacing is 6 inches wide, the same width as the pleat, and the length should be where the stitching of the pleat ends, and this can be at the armhole level, about 9 inches from the shoulders. You can also stick the pleat down to the waistline. I have already ironed the pleats in place on the right side. I will now measure and mark the position of the shoulder pleat on the right side of the fabric. The total width of the shoulder pleat is 6 inches, but on fold it will be 3 inches. I will stitch it in place from the shoulder seam line to the 9-inch point below the shoulders, at the back and at the front. You can also stitch it down to the waistline. Make sure that you have ironed the pleats in place first before doing the stitching. So now the stitching has been done, as you can see. It is now time to sew a band all around the center front, the front and the back necklines as well. So I have here this long fabric strip that is 3 inches wide on fold. I have pressed it very well, as you can see, and its length should be long enough for the two center fronts, the front and the back necklines as well. So you should have measured this before cutting out the fabric strip. You may fuse interfacing to the wrong side of the fabric, but I didn't use any interfacing for mine. I have ironed the fabric strip very well. I will now notch the center of the fabric like this. I have also notched the center back of the neckline. I will now pin the fabric strip to the center back like this, right side to right side, making sure that the centers match up. Then I will now sew the fabric strip all around the back neckline, the front neckline, and the two center front using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. So now the stitching has been done, as you can see, and I've overlocked the raw edges. From the neck point, I will measure and mark 12 inches on both sides of the front necklines like this. now overlap the two front pieces, right side over the left side, starting from the 12-inch point. I will secure them together with my pins, like this. From the hem of the dress, I will measure and mark 20 inches for the slit opening at the front of the dress. So I will now top stitch it from the 12-inch point at the neck point down to the 20-inch point above the hem of the dress. I will also hem the sleeves, and I have filled some interfacing to the wrong side of the sleeve at the hem, about 1.5 inches. So now the stitching has been done, as you can see. I have also hemmed the sleeves. I will now go ahead and sew the side seams together, right side to right side, using 1-inch sewing allowance. So now the stitching has been done, as you can see, and I've given the dress a thorough press with my pressing iron. I have also hemmed the lower part of the dress. I will secure the front neckline, the front slit opening in place by sewing them horizontally, like this. I have here these two belt pieces that I've sewed in place. They are both 2 inches wide and 24.5 inches long. I have overlocked the raw edges of the two pieces. I will now turn the dress to the wrong side. This is the wrong side of the dress. I will fix the two belt pieces at the waistline. My shoulder to waistline measurement is 18 inches. So I will measure and mark 18 inches downwards from the shoulders, like this. The measurement will be done on both front pieces. I will now measure and mark 12.5 inches from the center front seam line, like this. And this 12.5 inches is my waist circumference divided by 4 plus 4 inches. And this measurement is done at the waistline level on both sides of the front pieces. I will now stitch the belts in place at these 2 points. So the stitching has been done. The two belt pieces have been stitched in place. These two belt pieces can be tied in place inside the dress when the dress is worn on the body. This will give the bubu more fitting. So that's it, guys, we are done, and this is the final look of the shoulder pleated cowl bubu. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, share this video with your friends who are interested in sewing, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. See you in my next tutorial. Bye, and thank you so much for watching.